have made a candle glass again with the Peek-a-Boo technique. And yeah, I just take you along. What I've done here, I cleansed my glass with alcohol and I put a thin layer of resin on top. And now I have those Mica flakes. They're iridescent and I put a thick layer of them on top of the surface of this glass. So those flakes didn't lie flat on the surface of that glass, and I was trying to press them down, but that didn't really work. As you can see, it's still a rough surface, and yeah, I'm just putting some flakes on the places where there ain't none, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. In the hopes of lying those flakes flatter to the surface of this glass, I was putting another layer of resin on top, but that didn't really work, as you can see. And I didn't really want to throw it in the trash, so I just kept on going. So, and because those flakes, they still was sticking up, I took some sanding paper and sanded them down as good as I could, because when the resin hits the ones that was standing upright, they got hard and they were like really sharp. So what I did, I just sanded the whole surface in the hopes that it would get a little bit flatter. And what I was gonna say is, if y'all sand in any kind of way the resin, please wear a mask, because the dust, when you breathe it in, is not really healthy for your lungs. So after sanding, I put some painter's tape onto my glass because I wanted to do the peekaboo effect in a little bit of different way than other YouTuber do that. Yeah, and because the surface is so rough, you have to really press on this tape in order to have no seepage of any kind whatsoever underneath the tape, because otherwise putting the tape on would be like yeah, making no sense at all. So just rub it really good onto the surface. Now I have a marker and I mark the middle of this painter's tape, so I have a point of reference for the design that I want to make. And this is only a roughly estimate. And as you can see, the insert in this glass has points. They're evenly spaced, and I'm using those to space out my design evenly too. So I'm marking this with my pen. And what I do now, I cut a little shape out of paper, so it always will have the same shape. And now I'm marking those according to the points that are already made on there. And this is just a rough estimate, just so it looks similar. Now I'm taking my blade and I'm cutting out those quarters And I do that with all of them the same way. So on the top and the bottom, the tape was too thick for my taste, and I decided to cut some triangles out on the top and the bottom, just to make it look more like yeah, like lace or something like that. At the end, the candle holder will look like kind of a Moroccan style type candle glass. I wasn't planning on that, but this is how it went, and I just went with the flow, and yeah, it's just like that, and I hope you'll like it. So after that, I painted everything that was not covered with the painter's tape with how you say that, gilding glue for gold leaf, and I let that dry. I took some chameleon mica powder and put it into those little squares just to make, yeah, just a little bit another color onto that glass surface. So, and on the bottom and on the top, I put gold powder on there. And yeah, this is what it makes. This is what it make the lamp look like a Moroccan style lamp. And I like the way the gold looks on top of that. So after I was done with the powder, I took my craft knife and lifted the tape up just a little bit so I can grab it and take it off slowly. And this is where the peek-a-boo effect is visible, because everywhere where the tape was is now the original color with the flakes visible, and I think this makes a really lovely piece. And I really like that. I'll show you shortly. So now you can see the blue spots in between those two colors, and I really think this is nice. So what I have to do then is putting some gloss varnish onto the parts where there is the mica powder on top, because I wanted to put another coat of resin on top of that, and I don't want to risk smudging the powder. So for the last coat of resin, I let the resin thicken up a little bit because I wanted the last layer to be really thick. And yeah, that's why I had to let it thicken up a little bit more. So the glass is finished, and I hope you like it as much as I do. I'll leave some pictures of it at the end of this video, and I would appreciate a thumbs up if you like my content. Please share and subscribe. I would appreciate it a whole lot, and yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.